everyone, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be doing the weekly tarot reading for the sign of Gemini. Please keep in mind it is a general reading, so it may not apply to each and every one of you. However, you can take a look at this week's reading in regards to your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. So do take a look at your natal chart, see the corresponding zodiac signs and see which video's title resonates for you most. Now, with regards to the spread, I'll be pulling one card from each of the 3 oracle decks I have here. So we'll start by pulling a card as the key theme from the quantum oracle. We'll get some divine guidance using the Moonology, and then we'll get some messages of support and healing from the divine feminine using the Isis oracle. With regards to the tarot messages, I'll be pulling from the intuitive and clarifying with the Waite deck. So, Gemini, let's see what's in store for you for the week of the 11th to the 17th of January 2021. So just while I shuffle your cards again, I want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, subscribing, and even sharing my videos. It means a lot to have your continued support, so thank you so much for being a part of this community. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget the notifications bell so you're informed of when your next set of readings goes up on the channel. If you'd like a personal reading with myself, you can find that in the description box below. So, Gemini, the card you got from the Quantum Oracle is Friends and Colleagues in reverse. So I get a sense that you've not been in contact with other people so much lately. You could be in a location that's currently in lockdown, and that could be why you've not been having that physical contact. But I do get a sense as well that you've not been reaching out. You've been quietly contemplating in your own space, right? And I feel like perhaps you've been dealing with some very trying or challenging situations, and you're not reaching out to get the support that you may need at this time, right? It could be in regards to work, or it could be in relation to, you know, your personal life. But I feel like there is some support that is needed at this time, so don't be afraid to reach out because it is available to you. But I feel like you're just closing yourself off right now. You're kind of being in that sort of hermit mode, I feel, which is fine if you're just trying to make sense of things and you need that space. But I feel like, you know, you're kind of isolating yourself a bit too much at the moment. So just be aware of that if that's the case. So let's go over to the Moonology deck and see what guidance we can give you at this time that can help you with the processing that's taking place and being able to connect with others again. So what can help Gemini at this time? No way. Okay, you got 2 cards that just came out, right? And I shuffled these twice. You got the same exact cards and combination that I pulled for Capricorn. So if you have Capricorn strongly in your chart, or you're dealing with a Capricorn, do check out that reading for this week as well, because this could be relevant. So you have a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries, and you have it's time to take action, new moon in Aries. So yeah, this Aries Mars-like energy is really coming through very strongly right now, it seems. So yeah, interesting. So there's something that you're trying to put an end to. That's possibly why you're kind of pulling your energy back, because you may be trying to clear out certain connections that you feel isn't good for you, isn't healthy for you, right? Or maybe because certain people that you spend time with, or a certain someone that you spend time with, usually gets you wrapped up in things that you know are not beneficial, or doing things that actually are not healthy for you, right? So that's possible as well. Take it however it resonates. But there is something you're about to put a stop to for good, right? Interesting. Okay, so let's go to the Isis Oracle and see what divine support and guidance we can give you from the Divine Feminine. What guidance in terms of support and healing does Gemini need at this time? Okay, that's too many, but this one was the first one that came out separately from that group there, so I'll take it. You have the Dark Mysteries, enter the chamber of the Dark Goddess. Yeah, so shadow work. Shadow work is the key here. It's time to really go deep and reflect on oneself. Also hold yourself accountable for where you do engage in self-sabotatory behaviors, right? There may be things that you do that are actually damaging to your well-being, such as isolating yourself from those you care about most, or those that can really help you at this time, even though you are suffering or struggling on some level. So you need to address on where you self-sabotage as well. Definitely shadow work is required. Okay. All right, so let's go over to the tarot, see what else we can find out with this. See what could be playing out for you at this time. Because there's a reason you're creating this distance between you and all these people that you know. So maybe you're trying to work out who's good for you and who isn't, how people make you feel, right? Because you've been feeling very depleted energetically. So you're trying to make sense of who's going to be a good fit for your life moving forward and who isn't. So let's see. Because obviously you are changing, you're evolving. You're doing the shadow work, you're doing the deep-rooted healing. So it's going to change, right? So I feel like now you're taking stock of who has a place in your life and who doesn't. But let's see. Yeah, okay. But I feel like you possibly could be overthinking things as well. So just be mindful if that's the case. All right. Alright, so first card out is the Eight of Swords. Air energy, your energy, along with Libra and Aquarius. Almost forgot that there. Yeah, feeling trapped in your own mind, feeling stuck, overthinking the situation, maybe feeling very mistrusting of people at this time. So I feel like you're creating a sense of distance between pretty much yourself and everybody while you're trying to decipher who you can trust and who you should be wary of, okay? Next card is the Page of Swords. So this is your energy, okay? So you're trying to take a new approach. And again, I feel like this is you cutting out anything and everyone that is what you feel a bad fit for you, doesn't have your best interests at heart, right? Where it could feel like a very one-sided connection. And you trying to take a new approach, looking at things from a more logical viewpoint, right? And not letting your emotions get the better of you. Although I do see there being some kind of confrontation possibly, or some real strong conflict here because of what you'll be vocalizing when you're ready. The next card is the Three of Pentacles. So Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah. This is you essentially taking stock of your strengths and your weaknesses, what you need to work on individually and what you need to use to propel yourself forward, especially in the workplace, right? You may be called into a meeting where they look at your annual review, your annual report, you know, where you excelled and where your weaknesses lie, so you can really work on the things that need to be worked on. But I feel like as well there may be the reason some shadow work is needed because you feel some kind of on some level inadequate, feeling like you're not good enough, or not, your work isn't enough, that you know you're not successful enough or something like that, right? But that really needs looking at, because I feel like you're being hypercritical of yourself. Next card is the Ten of Pentacles. So this is awesome, Earth energy. This is you getting to a place of real financial security and stability, having a lot of material abundance, being very energetically attuned to that abundance, right? And calling it in. It's possible that you could be thinking about settling down as well. So you're thinking about the long term, right? And what's going to be the best thing for you so you get to this Ten of Pentacles. Awesome. Next card is the Page of Wands in reverse. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. Very much could be dealing with an Aries in some capacity. But yeah, I feel like this is you saying, you know what? Like because it's directly under the Page of Swords as well. So I feel like you're saying, listen, me and you are not doing this anymore. Like, I'm done. Like, whoever this is in your life, it could be more than one person, to be honest, because we have friends and colleagues there. But I feel like you expressing that you're done, that you're cutting someone out and you're not looking back. There is no second chances here is what you're saying. That you and I are not friends, okay? And lastly, the last card you have is the King of Pentacles in reverse. That's specifically associated with Taurus. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, or like I said, Capricorn came in very prominently with this kind of energy in their reading. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, you are essentially saying, listen, I put my best foot forward. I know what I do to try and make this work, but I feel like you're not playing your part, right? That's how you feel. Or it could be that you're saying, listen, I know that I didn't put my best foot forward because of, you know, the kind of people I've been associating has been affecting my own personality, my own behavior. Or, you know, I feel like there is a sense of accountability being held here. It's like you're taking stock of the things that you did to sabotage a situation or your work, or where you've been not putting enough work into, or where you feel you've been lacking in some way. But you're expecting the other person, the other parties to do the same, and perhaps they're not doing that. But you're basically holding yourself accountable for your actions. And now you're focused more on creating that stability for yourself, putting yourself in a good position where there is progress, where there is material growth, there is expansion in the workplace, you know, some kind of clearly defined career path, right? Because right now you're feeling like things are very unstable, and that's creating instability within as well. So let's go into the clarifications now. So yeah, you're literally just taking stock of everything, you know, the good, bad, and indifferent. You're taking stock of where other people played a role, you're taking stock of where you played a role, and yeah, essentially you're just not willing to accept things as they currently are because you know that it has to change, right? So you're putting an end to a situation. Okay. So we'll go quickly into the clarifications before we wrap up the reading. Again, I get like a clear sense of you taking stock of who was there for you and who wasn't, who was supporting you and who was trying to sabotage you, right? So the people that have been supporting you, I see you getting closer to them. Those that were sabotaging you, especially in the workplace, I see you cutting them off, right? Okay. And just as I say that, I pulled the Five of Pentacles, so that's confirmation right there. Okay, so clarifying the Eight of Swords here. You have the Queen of Cups in reverse, that's Cancer energy, and you have the Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Wands in reverse, sorry. So yeah, fire energy. It's emotionally overwhelming, it's draining, it's not an easy situation to be in. I feel like emotionally and mentally it's taken its toll on you. You're like, I can't do this with people anymore. Like, honestly. The people that have just been adding to my problems, I need to let them go. Regardless of how upset it will make me, I can't do this anymore because it's keeping me in a lower vibration. It's keeping me trapped in my own mind and overthinking and stressing and just feeling generally pretty shit. And I'm not doing it anymore, you know? So you are very emotionally overwhelmed right now, and it's going to be very hard to release this. It's something you're trying your best to let go of, right? Difficult situations with difficult people. But I feel like there are certain connections that you know are beneficial, and at the same time, you know, these people are always showing up and supporting you. So you're really not wanting to let go of those, and you're wanting to give more to those connections. Because you feel like, why am I giving so much energy and my time to people that don't deserve it, when there are other people in my life that really do deserve that from me, right? So you're taking stock of all of that. Clarifying the Page of Swords here. You have the Justice card, that's Libra. Judgment card, Sagittarius. And the Hierophant. Jeez. 3 major arcanas on the Page of Swords. Bloody hell. Okay, yeah, this is it. Karmic resolve. Karmic resolution. You know, justice, fairness. This is divinely guided. The universe is saying, yes, it's time to take action, right? This is also divine intervention as well. This combination here screams of divine intervention. So anyone who tries to blow up in your face, don't worry about it, because you're very much protected. And the universe and the divine are not going to let anything happen to you, right? You are safe. So it's important that you know that, regardless of how explosive or aggressive these people may become, because they don't like what you have to say, which i.e. is the truth here, we can see that. Yeah, it was meant to happen this way. It was time for this situation to be released, for these people to be released, because it's in your highest good to do so. So this is divinely orchestrated. This was meant to happen, even in a very climactic way. That's sometimes what is needed to put a real end to a situation, you know, for you to see the true colors of these people, right? Clarifying the Three of Pentacles here. You have the High Priestess, that's Pisces energy, and the Seven of Cups, more water. Yeah, you know what's the best in your best interest. You know what to do. You know the reality of the situation. You can see through these people and these situations very, very clearly, right? You are not easily fooled, right? Your intuition, whatever it's telling you right now about certain people, it's bang on. It's on point, right? So now what you need to do is find that balance within between your shadow and your higher self, right? Bring your ego back into a sense of equilibrium, because it has been bruised through all this. It's been very painful and difficult, because some of these people are very significant in your life, right? So, and especially if these are people that you've known a long time, if you've been working with them day in, day out for years, if these are people that you've been friends with for many years, it's not easy to cut people out that have been such a staple part of your life for so long. But you know that it's the right thing to do. Just don't let your emotions get the better of you, because I do see you being overwhelmed at this time. Clarifying the Ten of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Pentacles. So that is Capricorn energy. So again, you could be dealing with a Capricorn. And you have the World card in reverse. Okay, so I feel like on this occasion, it's really talking about you knowing your value, knowing your worth, right? Knowing what is good for you and what isn't, what you're deserving of receiving and what you're not, okay? So pay close attention to the energy you get from people at this time, because that's going to be very telling. Also, I feel like there is a need for this closure. Like I said, the World card's in reverse. So it's like before you can get to the Ten of Pentacles and really capitalize on all of your abundance that you've been missing out on, you need to create this closure. Even if it is very dramatic and there's a lot of arguments, it needs to happen one way or another. So that's why the divine are ushering in this opportunity for that to take place. Clarifying the Page of Wands in reverse, you have the Hanged Man, more Pisces energy, so you could have Pisces in your chart or be dealing with one. And you have the Four of Swords in reverse. Yeah, again, it's like you've been in hangman mode for too long, right? Trying to make sense of things, trying to see what's the best approach, trying everything under the sun to bring some kind of resolution, a positive outcome to the situation. You're not doing that anymore. You're like, it's not my job to make everyone happy, to fix everything and carry the weight of the world on my shoulders. I'm not prepared to do that. Anything that's toxic or that is, not balanced, I'm not feeding into anymore, right? Because it's taking away from my time and energy that I could be putting into healing myself, into recuperating, right? And you feel like, yeah, it's well overdue, this closure that is needed. And then finally, clarifying the King of Pentacles in reverse. So it's interesting, we have the Queen to the King of Pentacles. So I feel like, yeah, your divine masculine has taken a huge hit from the situation. It doesn't feel confident enough to take action in cutting the situation out. But I feel like that's changing, okay? By doing that healing and shadow work, you are mustering up the courage to cut out anything that doesn't serve and focus on building upon your own stability and material abundance. But clarifying that, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse, so some of you are definitely dealing with an Aries, right? And we also have the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like with Capricorn energy being here, I feel like you're not dealing with a Capricorn, because the reading was very similar, and I don't feel like you are the energy vampire in that reading. So I feel like for some of you, you could have Capricorn in your chart. If not, that's fine. For some of you, some of you could be dealing with an Aries, because Aries has come up in your reading so much, right? 3 times here. And it's the Five of Pentacles. So you are walking away from someone who is very much an energy vampire, that takes rather than gives, that is very jealous, that gets envious. You've been dealing with jealousy in the workplace. You've been dealing with envy with someone who does something similar to you or wanting to do what you do. You know, someone who doesn't have your best interests at heart, that gossips, that manipulates other co-workers into believing things that aren't true about you. Stuff like that, right? You are walking away from that whole situation, from that person especially, and from those environments. You know, this doesn't have to be at work, this could be within a group of friends, but I feel like either way you're pulling back, you're walking away from all of that and everyone associated with that energy, so you can focus on creating stability in your life again. Amazing. So I know it's really heavy, Gemini, if this resonates for you. It's not easy by any means, but you are strong enough to do this, right? And the universe, honestly, this is a very powerful combination. I don't get this, right, ever. Justice, Judgment, and Hierophant. That's literally like your guides, your angels, the divine source itself, everyone backing you up in the astral, right? 110%. You have high level divine support. So you are well protected. So don't worry about any fallout or consequences that may arise from you, you know, speaking your truth and walking away, because you are well protected, okay? So sending you guys lots of love. I really hope you found this helpful. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications bell. And I'll do another reading for you guys very soon. Take care. Lots of love. Bye.